wanted to share with you this plugin. It's called Shevannai. Cool thing about this plugin is it comes with 3 folders: the voice, phrases, and soundscapes. If we load up the voice, as soon as I hit this green key, you'll notice this vowel sound here, it changes. So the default is ah, but if I hit this G, then it changes to this one. These are how basically you control your different vowel sounds for the singer. So it kind of mimics what a singer would do normally if they're singing a line. Let me hit this G here, and then I'll just play something in D major. Now I'll play it again. I will switch keys like halfway through so you can see kind of how it sounds. There's this solo mode here. Usually I have this on. You can only play one note at a time and it's sort of a legato feel. But if you turn this off, you can actually then play a lot of polyphony at the same time. You can play all those voices. But yeah, if you have it on and you try to play all the voices at once, so you can't do that. Now I'm going to load up the next one in the folder, and this is all under the voice folder. This is the Shevannai staccato. We all know what staccato is. It's just very pronounced notes that are very short. But yeah, these are, I think, different vowels here, these green keys. Tempo. If you have it all the way up, it plays it, as soon as you hit the key. And then if you have it all the way down, it takes a little while to get going. I usually like to have the reverb on midway. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what these purple keys do. If you see me hovering over these keys, and then if you look in the left-hand corner, right down here, no slong, these must be different vowel sounds. The next thing I want to show you then is the releases. So these are just sounds. And, if we turn off the reverb, then it might sound more convincing. So those are the releases. It just basically sounds like breaths. So it says inhales and releases. That's just the voice folder. That would almost be enough for the plugin, but there's actually more. This other folder called phrases. These are basically just samples that you can play around with. So if I hit these keys here, the blue keys. Kind of sounds maybe like some Lord of the Rings. Pretty cool stuff. There's these keys. So these are actually different sample banks then. So if you have this one pressed. This is a great for if you're doing some fantasy game or something. Those are different melodic phrases. Now we also have short whispers. That's cool. Very just subtle sound effects you can use. And next we have spoken phrases. That's pretty cool. I like that. So we have those phrases, and then we have whispered phrases. Yeah, that sounds really good with the reverb off. So yeah, that's all the phrases we have. It's just those 4 sound banks. A lot you can do with that. The next thing we have is soundscapes. I actually really like these soundscapes. This is really good for atmosphere stuff, in the background for your music that you're making, your score. It's basically just a pad sound with different voices going on. So I'll just play something So yeah, this is the low D here, and then I can play on top of it, maybe a minor. Pretty cool stuff. You can also, take off the reverb. You can sort of tune which voices you say you don't want the pad in there and you just want the voices. You can just have that in there. Say that you just want these 2 voices, the voice 1 and voice 3. Or you say you just want voice 1. And then you're oh, I just want voice 1 with the pad. Here's one called Arcane. As you can see, some very awesome stuff. So that's about it for this plugin. Again, this one is called Shevannai or Shevannai or something like that. The Voice of Elves plugin, it's really good. It's by this guy. It's, I guess, Eduardo. I don't know how to say that last name. I'm sorry. But it's very good. This is a great pack. I would recommend getting this if you want to do some Elven stuff. It is kind of on the older side, but obviously it's still a good plugin. I would check that out. I think you can buy it on Best Service. So that's actually where I got this plugin, was this place called Best Service. I don't know if that's a company or if they're just like a reseller or a wholesaler of different VSTs, but that's where I got it, and it's a really good plugin. I will go check it out. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you later. Have a good one.